Hi there, I thought I'll do another video on the most common faults that people fail for on driving tests. Now, one of the hardest things to do is reversing round the corner or reversing into a bay or reversing in between two parked cars, parallel parking. And some of the faults people pick up, it's usually observations, in which case they're probably checking the mirror too much rather than checking the shoulders, and not giving way to people when they should be slowing down for them, and going slowly. They tend to rush it. On average, you're probably talking, the examiner's going to give you about 5 minutes to complete a manoeuvre, and most people can do it in about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, even when they're giving way to traffic. So you just need to take your time and just keep saying to yourself, well, the car's all right for the next couple of seconds, so check. Just do things like that, and that'll sort the problem out. And if it's a problem like a car coming towards you, or pedestrians that are close by on your side of the road, then slow down and give way to them. Don't kind of carry on driving when they're walking past you, because I guarantee they're going to try and cross the road behind you, and you'll be thinking, why didn't I stop? Like that. The other thing that you need to think about is driving in normal conditions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flick the camera to the front so we can see what we're doing, and I'll do a commentary about what sort of faults crop up when you're driving. Okay, so we're continuing from the common faults. So I'm just checking round. It's nice and clear, and one of the things that your instructor would have taught you would be to assess the road ahead and work out what's the right speed appropriate for that time, that place. So at the moment you can see it's raining, which mappers are going. I'm in a 30-mile-an-hour area. Now it's quite clear, but there's lots of speed bumps, so I'm going to be slowing down for the speed bumps. If I go over speed bumps too fast, I'm going to pick up a fault for not assessing the road. And at the same time, if I keep going too slow, I'm going to pick up a fault for going too slow at appropriate speed they're going to give you. So you need to adjust your speeds, and you're going to find on your test, I'm just going to go left at this junction, you're going to find on your test that they're going to be taking on fast roads and slow roads, and it's up to you to adjust your speed for them. So the road's got a little bit clearer, and even though it's raining a bit, it's not affecting the speed too much. So I wouldn't be going too slow. At the moment I'm doing 28 in a 30 zone, which is the right speed, and I'm keeping my distance from the car in front of you. That's another thing. When you're bombing along quite nicely at appropriate speed, and the car in front is going slow, it's going to force you to slow down. Don't go right on behind him, because you're going to get a silly fault for not keeping an appropriate gap from in front of you. And what the examiner's going to say was rainy conditions, you should have a 4-second gap, stopping distance, things like that. So we're driving along here, it's a nice speed, we're doing 28, 29 mile an hour, everything's going along quite nice, the road's quite clear, but at the same time, when I turn off the road, so I take a left turn, I'm using the gears quite nice. I'm not staying in second, I'm using third and fourth gear depending on the speed I'm going, and if I start going a lot faster than that, I'm using fifth gear. And that's another thing people tend to do, is when they get stuck doing slow speeds and then it suddenly clears, they stay in a lower gear or stay slow, and you've got to keep remembering, what's the road like ahead of you? Is it nice and clear? If it is, I'm going to go a little bit quicker. So it's like here, I'm not going particularly fast, I'm doing about 12 mile an hour, because it's a tight left turn, it kind of left followed by a sharp right bend at the same time. So there's not a lot of speed, you've got to keep it speed down there, and you've got speed bumps. So these speed bumps, you just need to remember how fast speed bumps are. There's two types, one is to go straight across the road, you're talking 10 mile an hour, so you're checking your mirror and slowing down, because if you don't check your mirror and you're braking hard, you're going to get a fault for not checking what's happening behind you. And then we're just going to bring ourselves out of this estate. At the moment I'm in Milton Keynes, and so it's still a slow area we're on. there's lots of speed bumps, and you can see there's lots of party cars, so you just need to adjust your speed for what you see in front of you. And if it starts to rain heavily, then obviously you have your windscreen wipers on. You would possibly have your demisters on. It depends if it starts steaming up. You won't leave it to steam up, because the examiner's going to wonder why you're not doing that. So if you don't sort your car out, then they're going to give you some kind of fault, or even serious if they have to intervene. So it's nice and clear. I'm doing a right turn. And we talked about using the mirrors on the last video, which is part 1, which is about using the mirrors in pairs rather than just centre the mirror. You've got to check your side mirrors. So I'm just going to slow down. He's giving way. Checking the mirrors to the right. It's always nice if you've got the opportunity to give a little wave saying thank you. And if you see ahead of me in the next couple of seconds, the speed limit's going to national speed limit. It's a dual carriageway, so if I'm going to pull out, I need a nice big gap, and that's another thing, to get your speed up. Most examiners are quite happy for you to build your speed up. So wait for a nice gap, and I'm getting on with it. I'm not hanging around, because if you take your time, you know, I'm up to 30 already. You know, I'm getting towards 40, and I know ahead of me is a few bits slowing down traffic, so I'm slowing down now, but I'll go up to 40 quite quickly. You wouldn't stay at 20 because you can see a traffic jam ahead of you. You'd be bringing your speed up and bringing it back down. And then I'm doing a left turn at the roundabout. I'm checking to the right. And there's another thing, don't take risks. People tend to take risks on driving tests because I've got to impress the examiner. Drive like you normally do with your lessons. If you can't go, you can't go. But at the same time, you don't want to start doing the opposite and just sitting there when you can go, because then you'll get told, well, you won't get told, well, you'll get done for hesitation faults. So if you're about to merge, like this black car ahead on the left there, he's not going to take a chance because I'm too close. But behind me is a nice big gap, so the examiner's going to expect him to pull out. And so he did, straight behind me, they pulled out. So these are the things that you need to keep remembering. You know, it's only 40 minutes, but people make faults in the first few minutes of the test because of nerves, which is quite common, and you just got to keep your mind on what you want to do, which is drive. And then you make lots of faults towards the last 5 minutes because of they start to rush, or they're fatigued because they're not used to the idea of doing a longer lesson. And you're looking what's happening ahead of you, so you're assessing the situation. I'm slowing down on the junction because they can't go through, someone's blocking it. So I'm just waiting. And that's what they want to see, is like meeting traffic. If you can't go through, you can't go through. Don't try and force your way. I'm just going to pull over here on the left. So I'm hoping some of the things I covered today is going to help you to pass your driving test. Good luck with your driving, and if there's anything you want me to cover, just let me know. Take care.